and wires are down there. I've got a road closed sign out going in by Gingy's.
Yes.
But just so when you don't get all the way up there, because you then have to turn around.
Yes, I
and come
appreciate
back.
that.
But,
They're so fun.
I don't
Turn
think
around
they've
in
been
the
out
dark.
there. They might have, but I don't believe so.
So, did anybody lose power?
I don't know, the wires were all on the ground, so.
Okay, that's not where we get fed anyways. Okay, hello, welcome. All right, so I'm sorry for my tardiness.
It's all good.
So, today is Monday, December 18th, 2023, for the Monday night select board meeting. Sitting here with
Already late?
and Marlo Herrick filling in, well, we're both filling in for Dave as he's on a nice trip with his family. So let's open the meeting like we usually do with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I kind of skipped around. Now that I'm reading my directions.
Well, I'm just
I want
having an awful time
announcements.
following you.
Announcements, please.
The announcement that we have, and I was gonna talk to the board about this, but the meetings in January both fall on a holiday. So instead of the Monday night, we'd be meeting Tuesday, January 2nd, and Tuesday, January 16th. Is it the 16th?
I believe so.
Which is,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, for that
So-
holiday you guys have?
Right, that's the one that you don't have that we have.
Right, yeah.
We get
But
a
what day
paid,
is that?
we get a paid holiday, that's if we work.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so instead of the first and third Monday, it will actually be the first and third Tuesday.
Okay.
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is Christmas week. I'm going to let the staff go at noon on Friday.
Well, that is kind of you.
You know.
Are you all right with that, or would you like to stay the whole day?
Well,
He's still typing. Or is it because he wants to let him, no, I was just kidding.
Which the staff on Friday is Russ and me, but
Are you leaving too?
I just might, you never
good.
know.
We just said the staff, I'm thinking we, getting the.
Yeah, it's been really slow, and I think Wendy's gonna be on vacation next week, so.
Fair enough.
Are you gonna be out a few days next week? No? Okay. So I think that's really what I have for, announcements.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Let's go, move on.
Request for qualifications.
That is just, you'll see it in your packet. It's we need to hire someone to oversee the construction and the inspection of the bridge project.
Oh.
I think that might be something else, Marlo, but anyway.
No, it's just-
There's, so I have sent out to 5 engineering companies.
Because they can't be the same one that's already.
It can't be the same
Yeah.
one we're using. I did take another course because this is federal money and it's a very
Tedious?
confusing and tedious process. This is free money, by the way, but it does cost you money to do it.
So is that something that Chad could do?
I don't know.
I mean, he was,
Who are the company, yeah, that's it. Who's the companies that? I
They
don't know
have
if
to
that's
be,
old
they have to be
companies.
certified by the state. And the companies was like Hoyle Tanner was one, HEB Engineers was one, McGraw Johnson, I think it is, in Concord. I should have really written that down, because I lost, but there were 2 others that,
And did you just send that stuff out?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can always request it.
but I don't know whether they're on the list or not. But if
Okay.
they are, I don't have anything.
Oh, so you got a list that you could choose from?
Yeah.
from an engineer firm, which they, okay.
Yeah,
but
it has to do with the federal funding and the, what they call the local,
Hoops to jump through.
the local hoops to jump through.
Yes.
So, and I must say that I went to the classes and
There's a hoop or two.
It was like, oh my. The other thing, Marlo, I thought I'd bring up first thing was Steve came to me the other day, and I think I put it in your packet, I hope, about the rifle. Did you see
Yeah, I
that?
saw something about a rifle.
Yeah, and so I'll let Steve explain it, since he's here.
So we've been waiting 16 months for that gun, a little overdue. And I called them and they said they have no idea when they're gonna get it. So I have the exact same rifle, but it's got a longer barrel on it, 16-inch barrel on it. And I paid $800 for it, it's new, and I'm going to sell it to the department for the $800. It's a lot cheaper than the $1,100 that we were gonna pay for the other one, plus the shipping fees, and we can get it. It's already at the station.
And I'm just being nosy more than anything, because I know you know what you're doing, so I'm not gonna challenge that, but, so, a rifle instead of a pistol,
Rifle goes in the car, so in each car, we got a
Okay.
rifle and a shotgun.
yeah.
Um,
Good thing I didn't know that. See? Never had the joy to ride in one of them, thank God, yeah.
Well, they go in between the seats, so you
Yeah.
can get in and it doesn't interfere with anything.
Yeah, yeah,
And they have special locks that we get
Yeah.
from Webster.
okay,
So every car's got a rifle and a shotgun.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I think every cruiser in the state's got a rifle and a shotgun, and I just,
Oh, wow.
because today's society, you just don't know.
yeah. That way whoever you got in the back can help out.
Well, they can't get to it, thank God.
Yes, okay, thank you, I didn't.
But it, the money doesn't come out of the budget, it comes out of our revolving fund that we have in our cruiser fund that funds everything for the interior of the car or the exterior of the car. So it'll save us about $400 altogether.
Thank you for
And we can
saving
get
us
it now.
money.
I
That's,
mean,
Yeah,
really
this
nice.
came from
I'm
a
not-
purchase order from, I'm trying to look at the date here.
Yeah, what was the date we ordered it?
It's a while ago.
Well, yeah, I guess I can say that, I
Back
didn't
in
see.
22.
22.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
it is.
January 22.
It's a 22,
January,
yeah.
right here, 18th,
Really, and they don't,
yeah.
Haven't
I
got
didn't
20.
realize there was a rifle shortage in it.
Well,
Who knows?
and the
anymore.
odd thing
Do you
is-
want a list of shortages?
And where are they made? Epping, New Hampshire.
I know.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Unbelievable. So,
do you
is
have
the
any-
board in
No,
favor
I
of that?
I think
let the
that-
chief do his stuff. It's like the road
And,
agent, they know what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
make
good
a
to
mo-
me.
Thank you.
Okay. You don't
Then
need a
you-
motion or
Probably a
anything.
little less gun collection,
No, you don't.
better at
I'm
home.
just- I'm
Oh,
just-
Well, you know, my wife already says, so which one are you planning on buying now? And I don't know.
Okay.
The next item, Marlo, is encumbrances. And again, as I've worn out my welcome with encumbrances, telling you how close we are, the budget. These, I would suggest, if you decide to do any encumbrances, that it be contingent on the money to be available. We've come very close with the budget this year. As of the last run, it was 149,000 we have left. We have one more run in payroll this week. And that usually runs somewhere in the vicinity of $50,000, more or less. So I'm thinking we may have, and I don't wanna cut it down, but you may have a few $1,000s that you can deal with. Also, on that note, the cash flow is, taxes are coming in very well, and the cash flow is looking a lot better. I think we're gonna be funding by the end of the week, the trust funds, the remainder of the trust funds, and we have written 2 school checks that we may be able to cover. If not, we'll hold them until we can cover them. But I think we were short, the other day, I was short something like 300,000, but I know Karen's had a lot of payments in the last couple of days. So that's,
Everybody wants to get in that.
Yes.
23.
Yeah, right.
Good to hear them.
So,
so, one of the encumbrances that the chief has asked if you would consider is an encumbrance for $8,915 out of his budget, which is for the town's share of a new server for the dispatch center of Merrimack County. And I think he had talked to you
Yes,
about
yes.
that.
Yeah, it's a one-time fee. The last one lasted them like 11 or 12 years, so they get pretty good use out of it.
And we really don't have a say anyways, do we?
Not really. Not really.
Unless we
And,
want
I mean,
not
we
to.
can't, there's no place we can go to get our dispatch for the price we pay them. Every place else is astronomical.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, and again, I'll have to put this in a formal and get you to sign it for the end of the year, but,
Okay.
Do you have to make any kind of motion?
why don't you, just because it'll make it cleaner?
Motion to get the, what do we need? How much? 89.15?
8,915.
915, oh,
Right here.
oh, okay. For our share of a new server for the county dispatch center. You need an account number or anything? You don't?
No, no.
Okay.
Thank you.
I second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So, Russian.
And then I asked Emmett if he needed anything out of the fire department, and Emmett's been so busy today, he and I haven't had a chance. to
Right, I
chat.
was coming down this morning
Yeah.
and pay bills with Dana and see what we were at, but, I'm not over in the budget. But one thing that, I really need to take care of, when we were at the training, at 710 White Plains Road there the other day, we had a nozzle that the handle broke, and it did broke open, but if it was the real thing and it broke closed, it would have been real serious. So we started going over that one truck, and we have some equipment on that, I mean, that was bought back in the 70s. I mean, you're talking 50 years, you know, a nozzle, but they do wear out. So Captain Smith went through one truck and got a quote on replacing all the nozzles on that one truck, and I'd like to start with that. And I don't think we need to encumber this because there's money there, and it's before the end of the year. But I do have the quote here to give to Dana to make a PO up if you guys were good with that. I do have a bill in there from Charlie Boys, we have to pay for $1,800, and then, but I think I'm not over.
Yeah, I don't
In
think we have a
that-
How
problem
much
with
is
that.
the,
This is $2,723.
and is it certain things that we're replacing, other than just what didn't work the other?
Right, yeah, all the nozzles on that one truck, because, yeah, it's ready.
Do you know, Emmett, if we'll have the bill by the end of the month?
Yeah,
We will, okay.
yeah, all I have to do is make a phone call and I can have the
Okay,
bill.
because
and,
if you couldn't, I'd have to encumber it. so
Right,
that- Yeah,
yeah, I don't think we need to.
okay, all right.
And then, I know we're short, or not short, but I know Roby Road and different things, so we
Yeah.
can, other than that,
As they say, 10 minutes from now, it'll just be a memory.
yeah.
That's what I say every 10 minutes.
Right, Michelle's ordering that backboard that you guys did
We knew that,
the PO
yeah.
for a month or so ago, that's gonna be coming in.
Yeah.
In the CO meters that, we did the PO on, but, and then with the last, payroll,
That's fine, yeah.
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 And then what bills I have, I think it's gonna be right there, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, ask at the moment
Okay.
about encumbering.
I know that you bought a cold, and I've asked you this before, and I'm sorry I'm asking you again, but, is the money that was spent for that, the cold water reserve trailer, the trailer for the cold?
Yeah, for the Cascade,
Yes,
that's
thank
coming
you.
out of your ARPA fund.
Right, is the amount that I have,
The
was
amount?
that the total?
Mhm.
There's no other
No.
issues coming with that?
And
Okay.
that trailer's ready to be picked up, I just didn't get down there last Friday to do
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Well, the salesman wasn't there last Friday, I guess, so I didn't make it Saturday or Sunday, so.
Okay.
And I need to take them a check before I pick it up anyways, but,
Well, we have a bill for that, and we're gonna cut a check this week,
okay,
so that you can take it with you if you want
yeah,
to.
I will.
Yeah, okay. Steve, the sign, is there any more expenses that you expect with the sign? I've got 2,200 left.
The only expense we're gonna have is the concrete, digging of the,
Right, and Phil's gonna pick up the electrical, the
Conduit.
90, the conduit, and all that.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how much it's gonna be.
Well, you don't need to either, but I'm just telling you what I've got,
Okay,
you know, and if it's more than that, well,
it won't be.
Well, we
figure it
can
out.
figure that out, we can figure
Yeah, that
that
should be
out of something. If we have to do that out of
Yep.
fire station maintenance or take it from somewhere, we'll make that happen.
Out of the,
Sand shed money up back.
oh, that's correct.
Yeah, so,
Okay, great.
we'll find someplace.
You know, there was an accounting firm that had this trouble with that. Okay, great, thanks. Then I guess I have nothing for encumbrances from me, so, I guess then, you've done the police, we're gonna pay for the fire nozzle out of this year's budget as a normal bill, and,
And I'll leave that quote here when you make up a PO and the ladies can sign it when they're in and out or something.
Yeah, good
yes,
idea.
yeah, that'd be great. Pardon me, I'm just got too much stuff
Okay. Oh, so
here.
yeah.
Okay, code
Yes, code
enforcement.
enforcement.
Got a couple of things on that.
We do have a couple things. I'll start with this one. We had a code enforcement complaint, this is on Centennial Drive. And it was a property that the person had put a shed too close to the property line.
Right.
Tom was over there and spoke to them. He's been over there twice now, is that right?
Twice now, yeah.
Yeah, and it still has not been, nothing's been done
So
with
I
it yet.
talked to the owner of the property, and we rearranged a re-inspection time. He says he's willing to let the inspector come on the property to inspect everything, and he's gonna move it.
Then he's gonna move it,
He's gonna move it. So,
so they're gonna, like, the inspector's gonna tell him where to put it then, I
well, no, after,
Oh.
He's gonna-
after the winter, he's gonna move everything and then put it away from the property line. And if that doesn't resolve it, then we're gonna go to the next step. So that's where that's left off.
Right, and they still need to put their apron, their tar apron out front for their driveway.
This
This is
is,
another one, yeah.
this is in the, this
No.
is,
No, it's not.
oh,
Oh, am I confused with this?
same one.
Did I say Centennial? Where is this? This is,
No, that's Centennial. So we haven't seen that permit application yet. So we haven't even got that yet.
Okay.
yeah,
So we're still waiting on that. I gotta remind him of that one.
good luck.
Yeah, I know, I know.
I'm sorry for you guys.
I gotta remind him of that, so that's. And then we got another complaint about a person living in a camper on an address on Battle Street, living out of a camper. So we wanted to know if the board wanted us to try to, so we need to figure out,
Do we know for sure that they're living?
that's the problem.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out what evidence is gonna hold up, so I think we need to talk to the town attorney about that to figure out what we can use, and then see.
If that's
we-
what's happening.
Correct, and then
It's
see.
not just plugged in and lit
Right,
up.
and then see what we can, and see what we can get, and then,
Yeah, that's really the reason we bring this to you, because obviously you have to
We
have
should
your
have
facts
closed
straight.
door meeting on that.
right,
And-
and I wanna get the
And
facts
people
straight.
mean well, but, you know.
But now, there's a house on that property too.
Yes.
Correct.
So somebody's
It's out
like,
behind, yeah.
Yeah.
It's out behind, and the problem is we can't go on the property without the owner's permission.
yeah, I
and
got all that.
There's all sorts of stuff, so we need to figure out what will hold up, what won't hold up, and then how to get that information in a way. For example, having the police drive by there a couple times a week to see if somebody's parked in front of it and the lights are on. Maybe that's good enough, maybe not. I don't know.
Binoculars?
Yeah,
I think I know the place you're talking about. Been living there for a long time.
Yep,
Yeah,
Long time.
yeah.
right. And then we had another one, this is, I got a call from another one on Battle Street, but this is from an appraising firm saying that or asking if an accessory dwelling was permitted at this address. After looking it up, there is no permit for this accessory dwelling. However, the only evidence we have on it is a voicemail from the appraiser who wouldn't do a statement for it. So I don't know how much that's gonna hold up either, but that's another discussion I wanna have with the town attorney to see what steps could be done to potentially do something about that. So that's the 3 code enforcement issues, but we need permission from the board to expend the funds to look into those actions.
With the attorney.
Yeah,
Good thing we have a good attorney.
that's cheap.
It's cheap.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, I mean, we gotta follow up on something like that anyways, it's fair is fair, and love and more, right?
Oh, there was a 4th one, wasn't there? I forgot about it.
It was?
Yes, there was.
Well,
This one's a
do
little
fill
bit,
us in.
this one's more cut and dry. So back in the summer, we had a code enforcement complaint, another one, where we had the inspector go out, the property owner made an agreement to move a shed by the end of the summer. The owner that made the complaint reported back in that said the shed has not been moved, it is now December. So now we wanna forward it to the town attorney for legal enforcement.
That was the shed I was thinking I was
Yeah, that's
talking
the
about.
other one.
Rockford Drive?
Yeah.
No, New London Drive.
Yes.
So that's the other one, we're gonna have to talk to the town attorney, what steps he wants us to take to begin that legal action. Do we need to send the inspector out one more time to verify, and then send him everything, and then begin? I would just wanna see where we're going on that one too.
The board has started action on that one.
Right.
And I
Well,
do have a written agreement from the property owner that they were gonna move that shed by the end of the summer, and it was signed, so, and it hasn't moved.
Okay.
Too rainy.
Well, that's not lie.
No, not at all.
Okay,
Next.
so do you need any motions or anything for that?
I guess, would you like us to continue on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
great. Correspondence, I have something from the DOT about our special one-time bridge payment, which is the remainder of House Bill 2, which is a 1 year. This is for repair of bridges, $12,420.13, and that is no trouble for us to spend that on bridges.
What's it by, a guardrail?
You know, I don't know, maybe. There's also a project agreement that I signed between the town and for the DOT. They're in the middle of our federal funding, which is more or less boilerplate stuff. Submission date for the town report is January 31st. And then I have,
I can speak to that real quick.
okay,
if
go
you want.
ahead.
So somebody contacted me that got a penalty that wasn't supposed to. I thought I had removed the penalty, but it appeared on the bill. So we just need to abate the $50 for the penalty amount. And I put the evidence with it that they did file the form on time. They sent me an email where they took
We
a
have to
picture of
sign
their
this?
If you
receipt.
would, please.
Yep, and then we're just gonna take it off. That's it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I'm looking forward to a hole in my ceiling when I come home. There was a big bubble in the ceiling when I left, and,
Oh, sorry.
well, the landlord just had it fixed.
Well, I gotta stop my
It's doing it again.
bag here.
Oh, well. At least it's not my house.
Here, Milo, I've never liked this
Oh.
pen.
I see, well, I want the one you like. Thank
Yeah, but
you.
if nobody likes that, now you made it a friend, so
Yes.
it's gonna,
Oh, yeah.
Now it's
That's
a
how I
lucky
get
pen.
friends, the one I don't like.
Then we have the draft minutes from the 4th and the non-public, actually I have 3 non-public The one from, first two were sealed, and the last one, sealed as well. Oh, no, that wasn't sealed, that was talking about my,
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was supposed to start.
Well, there's one more, well, there was one more bolt, because I came back, I'm like, oh my God, it's dry.
So
So
would you
looks
like a motion to accept the
I would love that.
December fourth,
Yeah.
2023 select board meetings as written?
And the non-publics of.
And also the non-public, three non-publics.
Yeah, November 27th.
Nothing
8th,
till
and
Wednesday of next
4th of
week.
December.
Okay, thank you. November 27th, November 28th, and the 4th of December.
I second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
That
You
went
were
really
a lot of
smoothly, didn't
minutes,
it?
wow.
Okay, then I need a motion for the trustees of trust funds.
And we sign this?
Or,
No, we don't
you
sign.
don't need to sign that, I just need a motion for the total at the top.
Do I have to read that?
Dave didn't last time.
Okay.
He just read the amount, and
Yeah, you don't
The
have to
total
write whole
amount.
thing.
he did say
Yeah.
the amount, where it was coming, which account was doing it.
Okay, so, all right, so because there's two different amounts.
Oh, the top amount.
So do I read each one or just the top?
No, just
The
the
bottom
top.
amounts are basically a summary of that top
Okay.
amount.
Okay,
So if you
Oh.
did the
Just
top
read the
amount
top.
is the full amount we're withdrawing, and then within there is what makes up that money.
so the 257,000.
So it should, oh, no, I think it's,
That
yeah,
one.
this is the figure.
Okay.
29,000.
Okay.
And, oh, I didn't do it the same way. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, 19,201.
Oh, those
from
two
this account,
together, okay.
6,444 for this, it just
Okay.
looks funny here,
Okay.
35,759.
And that, I got it.
Yeah.
And then, and that was, what was it?
And-
Or what's,
And that's, yeah.
and I say that,
Right.
okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, never mind, okay.
Hey, God, I'm like crazy. What you doing over there?
Repeat that?
Yeah. All right, so I make a motion for, money to be withdrawn from the Bridge Improvement Capital Reserve Funds of $19,201.30 for $19,201.30. Can I do a motion for each one?
Sure.
And then, I make a motion to withdraw, from the reappraisal capital reserve fund, $6,446. And I make a motion to withdraw from the town hall capital reserves fund, $3,575.
Second.
And a total of $29,322.30.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
You do
Yeah,
this.
there's more of a job figuring out what I'm reading.
I know, well, I had given you the whole year because I was thinking about something else.
Yeah, brain.
This is, Dee has signed that, that's for the Unitil bills that I took out
Trying
of
to
the
rush it, getting
account.
out of here.
Oh,
And these are our credit card payments.
and this is showing some of our, this is the net, so
The
we're
net.
getting money from,
Yeah, we're basically, right, this month, we had two of the facilities didn't have a balance due, this facility and the public safety building. I had a small balance on the salt shed and the, like, $9 I owed on the flag electricity bill.
Yeah.
And then the arrays are always the same, 41.32 each, and that's because we have a meter there.
okay. Good.
And then there's the,
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the.
those are the
bills.
Visa bills.
Yes. So what restaurant, no, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Well, we tried to go to an expensive one.
Well, you're gonna see mine's got cake and ice cream.
There you go.
Well, when Dana called me and said, where was I that day, and you wanted to know how, I took 2 Uber rides somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Someone had got the credit card number from
Yeah, it
somewhere.
does,
yeah.
and there is, it's worth, I've had quite a bit of fraud.
Yeah, no, we did on that.
Yeah,
Never left the filing cabinet.
Yeah, I had something, I bought at Geico, which I never do,
Yeah.
Geico, and I called up and they gave me credit, so where they get them, I
Yeah.
don't know, but.
What was it, California or?
It was, yeah, it was
Somewhere.
quite a ways away, I didn't think you'd been there, but,
Take
or
a quick
recently,
trip?
anyway. That's all I have.
So,
Wow.
while I'm here, while I'm thinking of it, 41 Franklin Pierce, the town owns a lot, just, right beside of that. A popple tree has come down today and landed on the house. The woman called Russell called me, I went down and checked it out. She did just call back and say that she was getting water in the house.
oh,
So,
I wonder why.
I-
Yeah.
I called Jeff Dearborn, he's coming over Wednesday to take the tree off the house. And then, there's 5 other popples that are on that lot that are leaning towards the other house, and they're 2 cars. And there's 1 popple that's holding everything up. So, we're gonna bring in a crane to take them down, because there's no way to get them,
Did you
they don't know how to do it.
So, how does that work from
We pay-
money wise?
I
How
don't
about
know, that's gonna
That
have
would
to.
be, I
that's
believe,
gonna-
an
Figure it out.
insurance claim. once-
Well, the one that hit the house
Right.
will be, but the crane work, will have to kinda do something like when we tore that house down on the Dustin Road.
Yeah, I suppose we could do that, yeah.
And which is what?
The contingency money,
Yeah,
which
I mean, they-
we almost made the whole year without spending. it.
yeah, they're in 75 feet, you can't, and they're too tall to get with a bucket truck. And the damage it's gonna do when they do fall, I mean, it's a hope and a prayer they get there before they come down.
Wow,
Will there be repairs to the house, I assume?
Yeah, after the tree, he
So,
can't,
have we this just happened today?
this just happened
I have-
today,
I have not
and I
heard
just
though.
got done dealing with all this, and I notified the police. They came down, did a report, took pictures
Okay,
of things, so I have, it's documented.
okay.
so the town has to pay for if the tree hits a house, the people's insurance doesn't pay for that?
If it's owned by. 'cause
If
we
it
just
was
had
their
yeah,
tree,
It was their tree.
But I didn't make any promises to this woman, I told her that I couldn't, they have to work it out with the insurance companies, an act of God, or,
Yeah.
I mean, I.
Okay, no, that's,
And I just, wanted to get it started, but, and that's why I'm here tonight, to tell you folks what happened, and, of course, Russell's familiar with what happened, because she called Russell first. But the town does own that adjacent lot,
What was the number, do you know?
41.
Franklin Pierce.
41.
that's what the town
Can
owns?
Jeff give us a rough
I didn't think
estimate
it was
of
that
what
big
it would cost to
Yeah,
take those
yeah.
trees down that have not fallen down? That you're talking about?
Yeah, it's gonna be $2,000 to take the one off the house, he did tell me that.
Yeah,
But, a half a day with a crane. Yeah, I can,
like to know what.
Does the town's insurance can we
So-
collect from our insurance too?
It's like
Oh, no.
he's gonna-
Well, that's
What?
something
they're
to look into.
gonna fight, oh, okay.
I'll just put the bond notice.
I mean, I can call him right now, and,
We also have, speaking of trees, there's a tree that's leaning on the building on that side. Would this be an opportunity to get rid of that too? And maybe we can bring it out of the town hall capital reserve fund, because it's gotta come off sometime. I hadn't, the tree guy that we use for the other
Eric?
tree.
Right.
He's retired, has he really retired? He's still
Not
advertising.
Not Eric.
No, the
this
other
was
guy,
the
Lee.
Oh, Lee's tree.
Lee's went up, but I haven't called him, but I'm just thinking, if we're having Jeff
they were
Dearborn.
wondering,
Why are we having
doesn't
him
have to
do
be
this?
right
Assume
for the
he
money,
just
but
mentioned.
for a half a day with a
Well, he
crane
works
and
with Eric
taking
and
5 popple trees
Eric
Oh, he
down.
does? Oh,
Jeff
okay.
and his son and
Just
Eric,
one
they
can
work,
look at his name.
they all work together a lot of times, so.
Ballpark.
But I just, before we just say, I'd like to know, because it's not a necessity.
Okay,
He's
all
just
right.
saying that he recommends.
Yeah,
Which,
Yeah,
well, before we just,
I mean, I'll have them look at this to see
Yeah.
what
absolutely.
what
Yeah,
it costs.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, I understand, yeah.
Do we have anything else to do?
Sure, yeah.
I'm trying to go
All right,
home.
I
well,
know.
they just asked me, and
We
I
don't.
said, you know, I'm not gonna guess, I'll just call the
I'm
man.
tired. Huh?
I'm trying to go home too.
Yeah.
You can never go home.
No, yeah, I realize that, yeah. So, all
We're
right.
all on the same boat. This
Sent
is our
those
Christmas
pictures to
tree.
your email.
I haven't felt
Oh,
good.
thank
The
you.
ones you took today.
Well, I don't know why.
Too
Thank you, that'd be
wet,
helpful.
and then it's
With the
gonna go
address
in
and everything.
one break, it
I
ain't
don't
worth
wanna get
it.
anybody else.
I've got her number too.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
too wet.
Well, I'll
Too wet
notify the
there.
insurance company just to put them on notice.
Well, it's gonna probably be our insurance company dealing
Yeah.
with our insurance company.
Probably, I
I would
mean,
expect that.
We had
That's what they
we had a
do.
gentleman that, lives in a trailer
I'll
park
get
and one
no, I'm gonna
big,
get
and
hold of
that
Eric
tree had
Lake.
been
He'll
rotten,
know that.
and he'd asked
He-
them
he
to
should
remove it,
know.
and they didn't. And it fell on his house, and his wife had just gotten up to go put a little laundry in, otherwise she probably wouldn't be here.
Oh my
really?
God.
But he had to fight to get
Yeah.
his money to fix it. He had to
Sure,
help lend
sure.
the money until.
All right, well, I'll see you Wednesday then.
yeah, huh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
what is in that, what,
sure, my friend, thank you.
I mean.
All right, you're a good man, thank you for helping
So
me.
these trees that
Yep.
he's suggesting, that there's plenty of money in that, I can count your talking about.
for the town office, you mean? I can tell you what the balance is. Yeah, we have,
What do
we
you
have
have to
enough
say
money.
there, young man?
Oh,
That's not for us. What you were talking about wasn't for us.
oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was Jeff Gibbon, the
Oh, okay.
old Yankee tree. Half a day for the crane and them with the bucket truck and climbing the tree and hauling the brush off is gonna be $5,000.
To do both or just the next tree?
What's that?
$5,000 for everything or the
No,
trees?
$5,000 just for the crane work.
Just for the crane work?
And you can't get in there, I mean, it's wet.
Mhm.
It's a wet hole between them two places.
For the town, that's 20,000.
Okay. So you're looking to see if we approve, I mean, we know we gotta, well, we don't know whose responsibility is, but,
Well, I know
It's a
whose
tree.
responsibility it is where the trees are broke and gonna come down, where they're already broken, we know that. But where the one fell onto the house, I mean, that's up to the, insurance or the town or however.
Yeah, I think probably, I mean, you'd need to go forward with that, to have the work done, and then we'll notify the insurance and
Yeah.
they will work. They're very good about picking up the ball and.
yeah, and Jeff can get in there
Yeah.
fairly soon.
Wednesday for the one off the house,
Yeah.
but, he's gonna do what he can, it probably won't be the first of next week for the crane, so.
Okay.
Will he need a crane for the one in the house?
No,
No.
no, he can get close to the house. Eric Lake, I'm gonna have him come down and find the septic system, the leach field, because the cover has their name on it, so I'd
Yeah.
imagine he should know, but
Yeah.
Jeff's got mats that goes down, so he can pull in and it subverses the weight,
Yeah, yeah.
so.
So do we need a motion, or what do we need to do with this?
Well, I guess for the additional crane work, so you're doing some prevention work is what you're doing, because you're afraid these other trees might
Oh, they're gonna,
do the same
But-
thing. So, I would do a motion for that, well, I would do a motion for everything. And you don't have a price on the crane work and all
Yeah,
that?
$5,000 for the crane work and cleaning up the 5 or 6 popple trees that are in the center of the
Oh,
land.
okay.
And to remove the tree off in the house, it's $2,000 up, not
Okay.
ballpark,
Okay.
ballpark.
So who gets the trees after you cut them? Do you, I hope somebody takes
Well,
them.
they're popple,
Oh, they're
they're
not.
gonna load them on and take them to the grinding yard or do.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
so
know
And
it's
what-
and for all we know, they may have a tipping fee for that, so,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
to get rid
okay.
of junk trees is not,
Yeah,
is
So,
not,
well, that's how much, I don't know if you burn
Yeah.
poplar or not. I
Well-
mean, you wouldn't burn it just because it's new.
if
but-
I was cleaning up beside the road and there was a popple tree, with the outdoor furnace, you can, but, where the tree company's coming in, you just let them do their thing and
Yeah,
it's
okay.
done and it's cleaned up and it's gone.
Okay, I just wondered.
This sounds like it's an emergency deal.
Yeah,
Cause the
okay.
crane will pick them up, set them in the
Yeah.
street, lay them down, and
I know, it's pretty interesting to watch them. All right, so you wanna make a motion?
So make a motion for the whole amount, even though he may not get to it until next,
Yeah, make it for the whole
Okay.
amount, and, so that would
So-
be 7,000.
yeah. I make a motion to approve $7,000 of tree removal over on Franklin Drive, Franklin Pierce
Yeah.
Drive. One on the roof of the home and the poplar that's on the town property next door that Emmett, the road agent, says is going to fall over and it could hit that
yeah,
house.
we took pictures of
Okay,
everything.
second.
and,
Gonna hit the
yeah,
neighbors.
It's gonna
All in
be,
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
hopefully,
That's all I had, Marla.
Okay.
all right, keep doing it.
Yeah, so, we can adjourn this meeting at, my dead, you know,
It's,
4:50.
I have 4:49, but 4:50, that sounds
4:50.
good.
Um,
All right, second?
all in favor?
Aye. Have Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully we don't
Got
see
a
each
present
other.
for Marlo.
Huh?
And some driveway regulation research for you.
Ah.